Back in 1969, after the now famous Stonewall riots, which set in motion the LGBTQ rights movement, our community was still struggling to be seen and heard by the general public. Perhaps this is exemplified best in the literature of the time. In 1969, the first published LGBTQ young adult novel was written by John Donovan. It was called I'll Get There, It Better Be Worth the Trip, and it included a very minimal description of a romance between two young boys. It was widely praised and even won a Newbery Honor Book Award. Even though the first young adult LGBTQ book was widely accepted, in the following decade from 1970 to 1980, only 11 more books for lesbian, gay, and queer young adults were published by major print companies. Books for bisexual and transgender individuals didn't come until much later. Even in 1970, another book called Run Softly, Go Fast was written by Barbara Wurzbach. The only reference to being gay in that book is made when the teenage protagonist, named David, recalls a time when his father accused his best friend of being gay. Shortly after, the two boys' relationship fell apart, and his friend joined the military where he was killed in action. Some of those 11 authors chose to include LGBTQ storylines in their work as a way to warn people of the so-called consequences for being a part of our community. Others chose to include the LGBTQ storyline to convey how tragic it is for society to condemn our community. The good news is that this set in motion lots of new work. In the 1970s, only 11 LGBTQ books for young adults were published, but by the 1980s, that number rose to over 40. And while 40 books in an entire 10-year period isn't great, it shows us how much progress our community was making. If you want to learn more LGBTQ history lessons, be sure to check out this playlist right here. And if you want to learn more about LGBTQ topics, then hit subscribe for weekly episodes. I am Professor Pride. Have a gay day, everyone, and bye for now.